Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Knicks. They've risen to third in the latest Power Rankings, playing well as of late.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they have been impressive in these first few weeks of play, making moves to advance themselves up the ranks. A lot of hard work and effort went into making this happen.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Then it's Kobe White, then it's Zachary Risache, and it's Anderson in at the 1. And for the Hornets, they've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Ball. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Knipple, and it's Wilson in at the power forward position. So the Hawks will get the first possession. Back-to-backs are one of the season's unique challenges, Legs, the second game in particular.
Yes, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs, and the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses.
Here's Ball, following the score by Atlanta. Left side Curry. Outside Johnson, lets it fly from 18. Count that one.
Well, that shows a lot of confidence right there. Johnson knowing how effective he can be off the catch.
Pass the ball. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And I know all too well missing free throws can become contagious, and that's what happened to them.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
And Baltimore has possession. The Hawks getting their last shot to go.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
Outside Anderson. Over Ball. That one's wide left. For Baltimore, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Knipple. Baltimore working the ball around now. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Ball passes to Wilson, and here's Curry for 3. The rebound by the Hawks. This their first chance to take a look at Baltimore this season.
Oh, they dominated this team a season ago. They beat them every time they played.
Yeah, sometimes you just have a team's number. That was certainly the case last year. Let's see if anything has changed.
White for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Baltimore has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Robinson on the wing. Stolen by Anderson. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Anderson finds Okongwu. Johnson on the wing. Some changes for Baltimore. Salon, he's checked in for Wilson, and Mitchell subbed in for Ball. The Hawks making a switch here. Outside Johnson. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And this has been an emerging part of Johnson's game. He is getting better at making smart passes.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And Baltimore calls timeout here. So both teams changing it up here. And though it's early, let's take a look at the Cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
A minute 35 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Dort. Here's Salon. He's watched by Kuminga. This one for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Porzingis in the post. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The 4th spot held by Atlanta.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And he makes a first.
Standing at 7-3. We have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
The Hawks making a switch here. Risashay's checked in. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Dort outside. There's the screen. Back to Curry. Alexander Walker with it. Now guarded by Curry. "27 seconds left in the first." Hits the trifecta.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Dort outside. Pass to Curry for three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Risashay drives in, and the layup is good off the glass. Risashay's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Good to see Risashay attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Hawks ahead. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Mitchell out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Newell, and it's Salon in at the small forward position. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And for the Hawks, Alexander Walker and Risashay fill out the perimeter. Jonathan Kuminga's out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And down it goes, 2 points. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass the ball. Fader on the way. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
It's rebounded by Salon.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
There's Ball with a 3. Ball Ball sticks the three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Porzingis sets a screen. Lets it go from deep. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Pass to Rizachet. Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. There's Ball with a 3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Hounded by Ball. Kuminga, the pass to Alexander Walker. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Hawks lead by 5. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Catching up on the changes for Baltimore. Wilson's checked in for Diabate, and Knippel subbed in for Salam.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you, so be ready.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his first foul.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
Atlanta making some changes here. White comes in for Kuminga, and Anderson subbed in for Alexander Walker. Ball passes to Wilson. Doesn't go that time.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Okongwu, the pass to Anderson. Back to Okongwu. Kicks it out to Anderson. And the Hawks with another 3.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Oh, it's stolen. Johnson on the wing. Tip. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And the Hawks making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Nickeil Alexander Walker.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, that was a very well-designed set, and it resulted in a dime from Jalen Johnson.
And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside White. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 9.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Ball. In tight, LaMelo.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Outside White. No good with the triple. The Hornets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. White with a steal. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Anderson for 3. Oh, swiped away. Here's the break. Ball left side. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. White, the pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Pass to Anderson. Launches it. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for the Hawks, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. 7-point differential. Stephen Curry is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Knipple. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Wilson in at the 4-man position. And for Atlanta, Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Then there's Okongwu. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Anderson in at point guard.
It makes his presence felt from distance, Kobe White.
Pass to Wilson. Baltimore working the ball around now. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Anderson. He has 6. Outside White. Outside Johnson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risache's future in this league.
Robinson a screen on White. And here's Curry for 3. Money! Stephen Curry, the 3-point king.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Outside Johnson. Back to Anderson. Johnson a screen on Ball. Pass to Risache. Outside White. Just 4 to shoot. Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Ball against Anderson. Here's Wilson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Baltimore shooting their first free throw of the evening.
First team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Wilson. One shot.
There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Pass to Knipple. Back to ball for the lead. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. White, good.
Yeah, White put his dribbling skills on full display, and no one could keep up.
And Baltimore calls timeout here. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. Fourth, the Hornets.
And last season, they were deadly from beyond the arc. A lot of great shooters on that team.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Ball with it. 9 points in the game. On the wing, Curry. Pass to Knipple. Baltimore needs to get off the shot here. Great positioning on the putback.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And Risache gets it to go. Risache's got 8.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Curry. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by Johnson.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
2 minutes.
Curry against Anderson. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Risache. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen. Here's Wilson. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A minute 39 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Alexander Walker to the paint. And it's rejected. On the wing, Curry, covered by Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Kuminga finds Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Hawks lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Stripped it away. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Curry's shot is off. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Knocks down the long J. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Allen. to halt the run. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. We've got Newell, and it's Diabate in at center.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And he lobs it up top.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Atlanta leading by 11. Outside, Alexander Walker. There's the three. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Now Curry. Ball stolen. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Really left him alone that time. And the Hawks lead by 15.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
6 on the shot clock. Left side Curry. Let's go with a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He said this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Porzingis passes to Alexander Walker. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. White comes in for Kuminga. And Anderson subbed in for Alexander Walker. Here's Wilson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
Here's Anderson. And he sinks the 11-footer.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
They set the pick, and here's Knipple from the arc, and that one's good. Wilson.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Anderson against Mitchell. And here's Anderson. Lets it go from 14. Robinson rips down the board. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
The Hawks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Kobe White, the 3 ball is down.
Off the catch, White has a very quick release.
Timeout called, Hornets. Changes for Baltimore. Newell, he's checked in for Robinson. Stephen Curry comes in for Salon. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Mitchell. Baltimore shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Here's Curry for 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
2 minutes remaining.
Anderson inside, hounded by Ball. Johnson on the wing. Ball against Anderson. White outside. Another chance. Oh, he nailed the jumper. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Jalen Johnson.
And when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
Curry with it, now guarded by Risache. Fires the 3. Money from 3.
Yeah, at this point, we're shocked if Steph even misses one of those.
Johnson outside. Outside Risache. Outside Johnson. Okongwu. And he slams it down.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Anderson on the wing, hounded by Ball. Now Okongwu. Oh, he jammed it.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Baltimore team. Number 3, Mitchell.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Man, you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Second team foul. Shooting for the Hawks, Kobe White. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Booyah! He sinks the triple. So this one belongs to the Hawks. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting everyone involved, including yourself. Can you elaborate on how?
We were just being unselfish. You know, we don't really care who scored. We just want to win the game. You got to stay ready. Like I always say, got to stay locked in and got to stay focused. We all came out, we played hard, and we got the job done in the game.
Everyone was ready tonight. Thanks, Kobe.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And we present the player of the game, Jalen Johnson.